Welcome to What Am I Even Doing? With me, Susie Q. I'm ready to get this shit going. So today I'm going to talk about 3 or 4 topics that are juicy. I hope you have your coffee or tea. First, we're going to talk Midnights by Taylor Swift. Now that I've had time to digest the album, I feel like I can give you guys my honest opinions. Then we're going to talk about The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Then we're going to talk about what it's like dating a guy who is hotter than you and how to handle that, because that's something I'm potentially dealing with. Okay, first things first, Midnights. So when Midnights first came out and I listened to it, I definitely was a little like, okay, it wasn't an album that grabbed me right away. When I first heard Folklore, game over, you know? I knew that it was an album that was gonna stick with me for my whole life. Midnights, the first time I heard it, I just wasn't sold 100%, but I didn't hate it. And also when I first heard Look What You Made Me Do from Reputation, I was like, what's going on? This is the worst song I've ever heard, and now it's one of my favorite songs. So again, as other people have said, Taylor Swift albums are not meant to just be listened to and then forgotten. No, they grow with you. They grow on you and they grow with you. Taylor's a grower, not a shower. Now that it's been a couple weeks, I can confidently say I do love the album. It's not, again, it's not my Folklore, but I think it's probably gonna be in my top 4 favorite albums. I really like the songs Paris. That one's in her 3 AM edition. It's like, I'm so in love that I might stop breathing. And it's just so happy and fun. Really like Paris. I really like Glitch. I think that one gives me like Divergent vibes, spooky, dystopian. There's been a glitch in the system and we have feelings for each other. I also like Bejeweled. Obviously the music video was sickening. And I really liked Karma. Karma is my boyfriend. But then it also made me go down a deep, deep negative spiral where I thought about all the karma I may get in my life for the bad things that I've done. Overall, for Midnights, I do really like it. I think it's not gonna be like, again, my #1 album, but I really like it. Okay, now I'm gonna eat a piece of dark chocolate to reward myself. Trader Joe's. Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So obviously the finale was last week. I don't know, I'm honestly, it was a good season. I feel like it was kind of confusing why Kyle was getting so emotional at the reunion to me. And I don't know, people said Kathy was being hard on Kyle, but I also was like, why isn't anyone bringing up the fact that Kathy was basically like bullied the whole season? And everyone just loved to make fun of Kathy and oh my god, she's wearing those slippers. Like, I was surprised she didn't bring that up, because if I were her, I mean, she came into that reunion like ready to fucking play. She was not gonna let Lisa Rinna take this narrative. She was like, no, this is my narrative. But if I were her, I would have been like, you guys made me feel like shit this whole season. You didn't want to promote my tequila. You made fun of my outfits and bringing a bag and all this stuff. And yeah, I'm a strong woman and I'm rich and who cares, but nobody enjoys being like the punching bag. Even if you're the most confident person, you have everything going for you, like, it's not fun to be the brunt of every single joke. And I think it got to her, I really do. I mean, it would get to me 100%, especially to my own sister. I mean, I don't have a sister, but if I did, I'd be like, shut up. Who cares that I brought my Free People bag? Like, I shop at Free People, it's a flex. So those are my thoughts on that. Garcelle is my queen, I absolutely love her. I really do like Sutton. I know she does some like weird things. I think she's just like a little weird though. I really like Crystal. I think Crystal's so well spoken and it's just refreshing. I think that next season they need to bump Diana out and get in another person that is in Crystal's circle or like someone younger, because I feel like they need that younger energy. I'm kind of sick of the Fab Four or whatever. Like, I don't know. I just feel like Dorit like wasn't that prevalent this season, which I understand she went through a lot, but I kind of wanted to see her like get into it more with people. Erica, I actually think Erica made sense at the reunion about some of the things that she said, and I can understand like not wanting to say someone is like your victim if you weren't the perpetrator. I mean, I don't think she handled it well, but I understand where she's coming from and that it's not her, like, not that it's not her, I mean, it's not her responsibility. Like, as that as of today, what we know is that she had no part in it. So I understand, like, if I was like related, if I was married to like someone who did awful things and then I was accused of being part of it, like, I don't know, I would feel weird being like, I have victims. I don't know, it's a weird one. It's a really weird one. I definitely don't think Erica handled it perfectly, but I also think that she probably really couldn't say a lot. And I think some of the women are just like, we want to hear you say blah, blah, blah. But it's like, well, why? Because it makes you feel good and comfortable. Not everything's going to make you comfortable, you know? That's my hot take. Rinna, I mean, I just kind of can't stand her because I just think she's like, she's so she's got such like a vibrant energy, and I feel like she uses all of that for evil when she could be using it for good. Like, I picture her being like the way she is for Erica, Erica's like #1 hype woman, like the most loyal friend. Like, I wish she brought that energy to everyone else, and I just don't think she's genuine. And my thing is, it's like, I just am like, if you don't like these people, then that's fine, but like, don't be fake nice and then be like literally evil. Like, just be yourself. Because I do actually think Lisa Rinna is probably like actually someone that you would want to have at your dinner table. Like, I think she's funny, she's fun, she knows how to party, but it's just like, why does she get sucked into all this drama, you know? I still love Kyle. I thought Kyle looked amazing, but again, I just think that I think the Fab Four, it's time for them to be torn apart. That's Kyle, Rinna, Erica, and Dorit. Okay, moving on to what to do when you're dating someone hotter than you. So I'm talking to this guy right now, and he is like model hot, and he knows he's hot. Like, his Instagram is all like shirtless photos, which usually I'm like, oh my god, major douche alert, ew, ew, ew. But I met him before I saw his Instagram. I met him in person, and he's not like that in person. Like, of course he's still attractive, but he's not like this. You don't like think he's Zac Efron or something. You just think, oh, that's a hot guy. So now I'm like, fuck, like clearly you're like really hot. And I know that I'm hot. I've dated hot guys, but I haven't ever dated someone that I'm like, oh, you might be hotter than me. And I think he might be, and he's tall. I mean, if we ever dated, obviously he would cheat on me, and I'd have to be okay with that, because that's what happens when you date a hot guy. And I'm totally fucking kidding. I don't promote cheating at all. I am a little in my element, because I think I'm used to guys just being, I don't know, not that they're like not hot, but just like, I know I'm like the model of the relationship. And so it's definitely like throwing me off, but at the same time, I'm like, well, Suzanne, if you're gonna date ugly guys that hurt you, or like even mediocre guys that hurt you, why not just date hot guys that hurt you? So at least then you can be like, yeah, I fucked that really hot guy. That's all for today. I'm keeping it short, keeping it simple, but I hope you guys subscribe, and I'll be back with more topics next week.